We see in the mysterious event celebrated on this day the outworking of God's infinite mercy in the case of pagans of goodwill. He sees and finds them there precisely where they are, in their incomplete light, but their complete goodwill. This will, open and docile, left them open to fuller light. The prologue of the Gospel of St. John mentions the way in which darkness could not comprehend the light and rejected it when it came. He came to his own, but his own received him not. Here we see the most unexpected worshippers coming from very far away, but their hearts were close to heaven, and the Lord accepted their incomplete worship of his manifestation, Epiphany, to mankind. We are represented by these three wise kings, but we are represented authentically when our worship is as authentic as theirs. We notice that they gave of their best. The cheap, the shoddy, has no place in worship. If it is there, it is a projection of the state of soul of the worshipper. Much harm has been done to our worship by iconoclasm, the heresy that expressed itself in days of old, and the breaking up of icons, but which manifests itself in other eras in correspondingly violent forms, disrespectful of the care and love given to the praise and honour of the Most High God by the simple and loving hearts of the hidden souls that went before us. God is still God, and as St. John Paul said in his encyclical on the Eucharist, Ecclesia de Eucharistia, we need never fear exaggeration in the honour given to the greatest treasure that we have. In concrete terms, the beauty of our cult can be greatly enhanced by the use of precious expressions of our inner attitude in the gratuitous burning of sweet-smelling incense, and in the careful handling of precious material to hold in our midst the guest of our temple. There can be an element of presumption in thinking that we can honour him by a simple but impoverished cult. Our most precious commodity today is actually time, and the amount of it that we can afford in his honour is a good indication of his importance in our mind's eye. The kings sought the light and were willing to receive ever greater illumination. The tolerance level of the worshipper with regard to the length and depth of a sermon is a good indication of the presence or absence of such a desire for illumination. Some souls come to a moment of worship without a thirst for growth. The enlightened soul has no room for light. The prologue of St. John describes well their incapacity to receive it. We may well find them next to us or before us at our worship, and they may well be the ones who will make it difficult for a preacher of the word to feed the genuinely hungry ones with something consistent. And thus it is that an entire parish may remain with the same quantity of light at the end as at the beginning of an act of worship. This is very different from the gratuitous, expensive, demanding worship and honour by these mysterious kings, who were met by their great king there where they were, in their total openness and genuine attitude of praise. They followed the light they had, as did St. John Henry Newman, who prayed to be led by the kindly light which he wanted to follow, but one step at a time, wherever it might lead, even though it might take him far from home. That same soul never sinned against the light perceived. Thus it could lead him on. Such would not have been the case had he gone in the opposite direction, leaving a fullness that he could see for a dimness that allowed him to function in a form of worship which he knew to be incomplete. God is not worshipped where the will is not the actual worshipper. He cannot be flattered by beauty offered by a will in a state of rebellion. Beauty is beauty in worship when it is the expression of a beautifully surrendered will.